Here we are at the show Rethink the Eames, which is a project which is done by the students of the Master in Design at the Head, Geneva. And 17 students have been working for a month and a half on a project which was to create an immersive theater in which you would be really immersed within a whole flux of images. The idea was how do we deal today with images as we are bombarded? I mean, there are images all over the world on our screens, on TV, on advertising. So the idea was how can we learn how to look at images? And the images here that was selected for that show are just an unbelievable amount of images which are coming directly from the archives by the Eames. These archives which are located in the US, in California, this series of images, which are growing up to an amount of 750,000, we did a selection of 10% or 1%, sorry, of them, so really quite nothing, just 750 images, which were realized for a film. And this film, which is the core of the exhibition, has been served by an extremely discreet but extremely comfortable and decent display. The idea was really to get immersed on different piers where the people can sit, made in a very light blue wood, and this huge 12 meters sitting structure is helping the people to dive into two screens of 12 meters long of images which are just unbelievable. What does it show? What does it show to the students? It shows that the position of a designer is much broader than what people think it is. But it also shows that for designer, and that was the case with Charles Eames, who started doing photos when he was age 14, 15, the point of view, the way you look at the world is really what makes you a designer. And that's really something which is so important that our student wanted to convey to a larger audience in Milan. Of course, we always have that show where the students show their own work, the project of the year, of the project of one workshop. But here the idea was to work on a question of a collaboration. How students can work together and convey a certain meaning and also create a space which has to do with senses, with sound, with vision. So they work on the display itself, the space, but also on the sound and the editing of the sounds of the voice of Eames Demetrios, who's the head of the Eames office and who's also the grandson, the famous grandson of his grandparents, the Eames. And it was absolutely unbelievable to have this material from him because he decided that he agreed on giving an interview about all the images that we selected, and the students then edited the sound of his voice with very important elements. So it's a question about content, as it is a question about vision. And then the students did a wall which is at the entrance of that show, a wall in which they are asking you questions, and these questions, your answers that you're going to give to that questions are going to be edited to be presented at the same moment in our space in Geneva, which is called the Design Project Room, where there is a show about the Eames, which is dealing with that space here, because here we are in Milan, but most of the time we are in Geneva, and we wanted to do a bridge between the two.